So let's get into it. No further ado, we've built this playoffs up for a while, and year one, the regular season took a long time, I do admit, so we're definitely not going to take as much time next year, but man, this is exciting now. We're into these games really matter, and here we go. We are officially into this game, and Chris Taylor's going to start the game off by dropping one into left field down the line, fair, and that's going to be extra bases. So Chris Taylor will get the playoff started for the Monarchs here with a double. Now a 1-0 to Dickerson. It's a swing and a drive down the line. And it's fair and it's gone. Alex Dickerson with a 3-run homer. And the Monarchs will score first in the Walker game. 3-0 here in the first inning. DeGrom now with 97 pitches. Here comes the 3-2 counts. Dickerson is going to crush this ball down the left field line again. And that ball is gone. Oh, man. Alex Dickerson has bit DeGrom twice. 4-3. The Monarchs are back out on top here in the 6th inning. It is the first run. It is only the second hit DeGrom has allowed since Dickerson's homer back in the first. And another no-doubter. 399 on the distance there. I mean, practically the same exact spot right there. Now we're in the 6th inning, and here's Yonan Alvarez, and he's going to... Wow, what a diving play. Oh, my goodness, I thought that was a base hit for sure. But Wilmer Flores flashing the leather on this play. Look at this. Stop here by Wilmer. Oh, man, that's a full extension, laying all out there on his knees. What a play. So here's Bollywood Jr. What can this offense do against this good of a bullpen here? That is a drive by, oh, man, that by Bobby Witt Jr., and that was extra bases right there. So immediately here, 5th pitch in, and let's see when the 0-2 pitch is to him here. It's a swing and a drive to left center field. Oh, man, that ball is crushed, and it is gone! Tie game, longest homer of the night for either team. It is 6-6. Definitely didn't give up a ton of them this season. I wouldn't expect him to. I think his main maybe issue was walks. That might be something that he kind of, for 50 games, 47 innings, a 2.3 ERA for him. Excellent numbers as well. And he's now going to give up a ground ball that's going to roll over to the wall here in the outfield. Up to third base goes the runner there. I believe that's maybe, is that Austin Nola? The strikeout would definitely be wanted for him. Ground ball, it's fair! Past Anthony Rendon's diving glove. It's going to score 2 runs. And up to second base. No, Yonan Alvarez is going to be thrown out. But it doesn't really matter because he just got a monster 2-run base hit down the line. And the Monarchs go back out in front. It's now an 8-6 game. Just because of how deep the outfielders were playing in that situation, he ends up getting a second base anyway. There's a ground ball. Witt has got it. Throws it to first. And a good scoop by Abreu ends the ball game. Kansas City wins it here. They win the National League wild card and take this one 10-7 on the road against the Atlanta Crusaders. Pitches in this AB here. So another full count pitch, and now Austin Riley cranks this ball into left field, and that one just to the left of Homer's Landing. Home run, Austin Riley. 349 feet on that swing, and New York is on the board in the 2nd inning. It's 2-1. And now Woodruff coming set here. First pitch to Judge. And it's a slider high, swung on and crushed by Judge into left field. No doubt home run. And Aaron Judge gives the lead to the Honey Badgers. Here in the 3rd, it's 4-2. Man, and a ball absolutely crushed. Got out of here in a hurry. The two guys with the power on this lineup have supplied it in this game already with Judge and Riley. And that one actually, I think, got into Fulmer's landing there in left to, catch that ball and make a good attempt. Now, John's money ground goal. Final strike. It's a swing and a miss! Off-speed pitch. And a great one right there by Kirby Yates. New York secures this win at home against Mexico City, and they win the wildcard game 4-2. You got Chris Taylor leading off, and I believe he had one hit at least in the wildcard game, and he's going to start this game off with a ball down the line, just barely fair, and extra bases as he's into second there with a double. Now Syndergaard's going to come at him with an 0-1. And it's a swing and a ball crushed, a sinker to left field. And Alex Dickerson hits another homer. Wow, his third home run in 5 at-bats here, 6 at-bats. But no, it's 5 at-bats for him in this playoffs. And he's got 3 homers already. An excellent RBI chance for him again. Here's the 0-1, swing and a drive to left field. Schwarber is at the wall, and it's gone. Unbelievable, Alex Dickerson. Back-to-back days with multiple home runs. His 4th of the postseason, a 3-run shot. The Monarchs ahead 7-5 in the 6th. I mean, on the road, crowd silencing hits and home runs here by Dickerson. MVP kind of candidate there. And again, not actually the MVP. MVP in terms of this franchise, but not in terms of my spreadsheet. Oh my goodness, that was a ridiculous play by Bobby Witt Jr. right there. Wow, the young guy, rookie here, making his first playoff appearance, and that was a fantastic defensive. Hendricks has kind of struggled up to this point in this game. Now Francisco Lindor is going to ground it over to Bobby Witt, and he's going to make another fantastic play there at short with the shorthand. In the dirt, picks it off the ground, gets 1 out, and here's Davies coming out at him with the first pitch of this at-bat. And it's a ground ball. Nice stop by Bobby Witt, who throws it over to first base. A little jump throw there. And man, Bobby Witt Jr., we said his name on defense so often in this game, just showing off the leather and his skills. This rookie is really good on the field. He has made quite a few plays out there on the field today. So we're going to the 9th inning to Witt Jr. here. Jimmy Nelson's got the first 2 outs of this inning cleanly. And now he goes to a 2-1 for Witt Jr. And Bobby Witt is going to swing and crush this ball. Oh boy, deep to center field. And it is gone. Bobby Witt making some plays on the field in this game. About time he does something with his bat here in this one. A home run to straightaway center. And the Monarchs strike first here in extras. They go up 8-7. As this pitch is swung on and crushed. Oh boy, to left field. Brandon Nimmo. What's up? That ball is gone. Tie game. Nashville's not dead yet. Kyle Schwarber's 2nd homer of the game. It's 8-8. Crowd goes crazy, and Kyle Schwarber, he's just got so much power, and, he's just a playoff superstar, playoff monster. 424. Oh, man, that ball was just crushed. But let's see what he does in this situation. Hard one to be called into. As Abreu is going to ground it back up the middle, and it's going to get through and into center field. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Brandon Nimmo comes across the plate, and Jose Abreu delivering a huge base hit back up the middle 10-8. The Monarchs are back out in front. Now at 0-1. It's a swing. It's a fly ball. Over to left. Jordan Alvarez has it. He's under and makes the catch. That is the end of the game. Wow, a monster sigh of relief. This one is over. The Monarchs take game 1 on the road here in Nashville, 10-8. Remember, Indianapolis got him in a trade at the deadline this year. First pitch, and that's a swing and a drive by Lux. Oh boy, into left field, and that ball is gone! Wow, off of the wall there, the super tall wall in left field, and Gavin Lux, the first pitch that he sees, jumps all over, and the arrows are on the board. It's 2-1. With the call-up of Jack Leiter, who's not on this team's roster in the playoffs, as that's a swing and a drive at the wall, and it is gone! Gavin Lux delivers again with his second homer of the day, and the arrows are on top. Here in the 6th inning, it's 4-3. So he's got 2 strikes now on Elias Diaz here. And it's a swing and a miss on a slider. And Garrett Whitlock only needs 3 pitches to close the door and get a save here in game 1. And the Arrows here at home win this ball game 4-7. And Marco Gonzalez definitely not a strikeout guy. Here's Alex Dickerson. And he's going to hit another home run. Are you kidding me? That is, I mean, that's ridiculous. That's his 5th homer in the playoffs. He's got 5 home runs now and 11 RBIs. Unbelievable. I mean, Alex Dickerson just carrying the team on his shoulders here. Looking for his first hit here in the divisional round. Now the 2-2, 2-1 from Corbin is a swing and a drive! Deep to left field! There's the first hit of the playoffs for Mike Trout. It's a 2-run homer! And the Stars are going to take the lead in the 7th, 7-5. Man. And, I mean, this team, if they want to make it far in the playoffs, they got to have that guy come through in the clutch. And I bet that feels really good for him as, you know, just not finding his swing early on, but there he unloads. A 396-foot homer there to left field. Man, that was crushed. Is low, and that changeup misses. It's ball 4. So that's a walk, and it's going to force home Alex Dickerson. But here's Jordan Alvarez, and you know, he's only 1 for 7 in this series, as he's going to fly this one into center, as this is going to probably score a run. Trout is under it. He makes the play. Tagging, and the throw is not going to be in time. Actually, a closer play than I thought it was going to be there with Aaron Nola's lack of speed, but the Monarchs get on the board again, and it's a 1-run lead now for Kansas City. Let's see here. Tommy LaStella is at the plate, and he's going to swing and fly this fastball back deep to left field. Schwarber's out of room. That ball is gone. Tommy LaStella, that's his first homer of this postseason, and he's going to make it a 1-run game again here for the Monarchs. 2-1 count, and that's a swing and a miss. So last strike. Now the 2-2 to Nola is a swing and a miss. A slider. And Trevor May gives up a homer in that 9th inning, but he shuts the door with a strikeout of the side. The next 3 batters he faced, and the Stars pick up a monster victory here at home in Game 2. And let's see what he comes with, or Lucchese comes with here on a 2-0, and that's a swing and a drive by Smith. Deep to the outfield. Herrera is at the wall, and it's gone! Dominic Smith, a monster homer in the 8th inning. The Arrows take the lead, 3-2. Man, a big, big swing for Dominic Smith. And that one was not really a cheapie out there to left center field. It went all the way over all of the, the wall there and the advertisements. Not anything you can do with that pitch. And now one down. Here's Austin Riley up again. And Austin Riley's going to swing and crush this ball deep to left center field. And Austin Riley goes deep again. His second long ball of the postseason. And the Honey Badgers score first. Here in this series, it's 1-0 in the fourth. So now we're down to their final out. Here's Nick Solak. And Nick Solak's going to swing at the first pitch and fly it to left field. Yelich there makes the catch and ends the game. And the Honey Badgers, okay, they win the wild card game. That was a home game for them, but then they go on the road and they win here on the road and take this first game from the American League best Seattle Raptors. Year because of an injury that he had. He had a really good season though when he was playing. This year, that's a slur that he swings and misses out there low at the knees. Better than I really expected him to be this season. 0-2, and that's a swing and a miss. And a slurve outside. Incredible stuff, and he went up a crazy amount in his ratings. That's a swing and a miss, and he's actually going to beat that out. Wow, so he's going to be saved. That is a strikeout for Barrios, technically his third of the game. 1-2 to Biggio. It's a swing and a miss. Man, Barrios with number 4, technically his third strikeout of the inning. But we're going to move now to the bottom of the third, and here's Mike Ford, who's going to take a circle change at the knees for strike 3. So now 2-2 counts. And it's a slurve! Swung on and missed. Man, he's gotten a couple of guys on that same pitch, basically, in this game. 6 now for Barrios, and here's Kevin Kiermaier. And Kevin Kiermaier is going to look at this 1-0. He's going to swing at it, and he's going to fly this off-speed pitch over to J.D. Davis. Well, here's Darren Ruff. 2-2 to him. It's a slurve high and inside for strike 3. Barrios he's got a cushion now, and I mean that might help him get even more settled in than he already is. That slurve maybe not the best of locations, but it works for the strikeout. There's a ground ball by Kirk, and that is an out. Okay, the throw was a little high there, but handled well by Freeman. Nothing in that fourth inning. No reason that Mondesi went home on that play. But either way, we're in the bottom of the 7th inning now. And Alejandro Kirk is going to take a slurve. Wow, all right. Bottom of the zone. I mean, yeah, but he doesn't. Kirk doesn't think so. Man, that was such a borderline pitch. I mean, Barrios pitching so well right now. You give him the benefit of the doubt on that kind of a call. Now Kevin Biggio, and that's a four-seamer. No doubt about that strike. That was right down the middle. And Jose Barrios has got 9 Ks here tonight, pitching like an ace. I mean, this has been a wonderful performance for him on the mound. Now McCutcheon is at the plate, and over 100 pitches, shattering the bat near first base, and Friedman avoids the shrapnel to make the play. And, yeah, it seems like kind of a long shot now for Boston in this game. They still only have 2 hits tonight, and that probably is the last inning for Jose Barrios today. Ends up going to go 7 innings, and just a fantastic performance for him tonight. And now 1-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Fastball way inside. I mean, Boston's hitting approach tonight was just not there at all. A lot of bad swings. A lot of good pitches that they took for strike 3 in this one. And a dominant Game 1 victory for the Reapers. I mean, that game, we've had pretty much all close finishes so far in the playoffs for the most part. This game was not close in the slightest. I mean, just domination by the Reapers. 13 hits, 10 runs. But yeah, man, Boston's offense here, they got to wake up. Where's the bats? Haven't seen it so far yet. As there's a ground ball. They only have 5 total hits in this series to this point. There's a ground out. Paxton, 95 pitches now. And here's the 1-2. Swing! And a miss. It's a four-seamer. High and a little outside. Paxton 7 strikeouts. And now it's McCutcheon, and this is going to be Paxton's last batter of the ball game, you think. 102 pitches. It's a fastball, swung on and missed. McCutcheon can't catch up to it, and James Paxton, what a performance. 8 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. I mean, even better than what we just saw from Jose Barrios earlier in this episode. That's ridiculous. Houston's pitching incredible. Ravens got the sign. He's going to lean in. The first pitch is a ground ball. It's right to Bregman. The perfect setup. 5-4-3 double play. And that's the end of the game. And Houston has gone on the road and just taken care of business, as they have taken the first 2 from Boston. And this is really surprising, because Houston this year was the best home team in baseball. They only had just above 500 record on the road. They were only like 27-25, I think. Here's now C.J. Cron, who's really not done anything in this series. There's a ground ball to second for 1, to first. It is a double play, and the series is over. The Arrows complete the sweep here of the Salt Lake City Bees. They're the first team to clinch a spot in the championship round. So, man, a big road win for them. In this one, the offense was really active and early all night. And congratulations to the Arrows here. Here comes the 1-1 to Laureano. It's a swing and a drive deep to left field, and there it goes. It's gone. Ramon Laureano walks the game off. The New York Honey Badgers are moving on to the ALCS. Ramon Laureano with a biggest swing, is the biggest of his life. New York, a sweep of the top team in the American League. And, I mean, a story right now developing here with this ball club. 4-0 in the playoffs to start. And the underdogs, for sure in this series, have just completed a sweep. A couple more looks at that swing by Ramon Laureano there. Wow, how about that? Fantastic game. First walk-off of the playoffs that we've seen to this point. And, wow, that ball was crushed. No doubt about it. And you get to see all these guys celebrating on the field here. What a story developing in New York right now with this ball club. As the closeout of, over 4.5 ERA is pretty high. That's a swing, that's a drive, and that's a home run. Okay. Kyle Tucker says, we're not quite done yet. He's going to do something. He's really been the only guy to do something in this game. I mean, that's his second hit of the night. He's the only guy to have more than one in this bowl game. So that's his first homer of the playoffs. Houston in this game. Base hit here. Matt Duffy can't do anything there. That's a strikeout. There's a solo home run from Kyle Tucker. He's got 2 now in this series already. He's got 3 hits in this postseason now on the ledger for him. And here it comes. It's a sinker that's driven out to center field. Sanchez can't get to this one. It is gone. 3-run homer, Ahmed Rosario. Second hit of the playoffs. Second of this game for him. And a 4-1 lead for Boston. It's their first lead of this entire series so far. That's a good amount of strikeouts there. And here's Ahmed Rosario. Big swing earlier in the night. Now a 2-1. It was crushed by Rosario. Sends it to left field, and Ahmed Rosario has homered again. It is his second of the game, and a 4-run lead again. Back to Boston. 6-2, and compared to the first couple games in this series, and a I mean, absolute offensive explosion right now for the Boston Barons tonight. And Armando Rosario is at the forefront of it. He is 0 for 3 tonight. And that's a swing. That's a four-seamer right down the middle. And that brings the center fielder to the wall. Jesus Sanchez runs out of room as it's gone. Armando Rosario again. One-man wrecking crew right now for Boston. That's his third homer here in his last couple of games. And it is a 4-run lead. Done anything recently? We went 0 for... Oh, no, actually, he went like 1 for 5 last game. And he's going to swing and crush this ball, though, to right field. I guess I should hush my mouth. That ball is gone. Kyle Tucker. He gets his third of this series. And Boston is definitely not out of it. It's a 2-run lead now for Houston here in the 8th. So Kyle Tucker kind of shut me up real quick right there with that swing. I mean, yeah, he's just been the star of the show for Boston, carrying the team right now on his back, basically. Him and Armando Rosario have had fantastic series, really the last couple of games for Rosario. But 423, that was a no-doubter in this series here. And a 1-0. We got to get at least 1 or 2. That's a ground ball. That's going to do the job. That's going to score 1. Around third comes the runner. Throw is offline. Alvarez, I believe that is, scores from second. And it's 7-4. So here's an 0-1 from Ramirez. He gets the sign from his catcher. And here it comes. It's a line drive. That's going to fall in. That's a base hit. And they're not going to test the runner there, as Abreu will stay put at third, but prime spot right now for Bobby Witt. He's going to ground it past the first baseman. Goldschmidt it into right. That's going to score another run. Monarchs are now only down by 2. And Bobby Witt Jr. is the go-ahead run that just put himself on base. Pena. He's going to come out with the 0-1 to Abreu, who is crushed down the line and left, and it's gone! Jose Abreu with his second homer of the playoffs, and the Monarchs are not dead yet. It's a 1-run game here in the 9th. But now a 3-2 pitch. As Trevor May wants to win it right here. That was a beautiful inside fastball. I believe that was struck as that gets the strikeout. And the Stars secure a series victory here over the Monarchs. They win this divisional round series in 4 games. They take this one 7-6. Another tightly contested 1-run victory in this series. And a good count for them, 3-1. It's going to be a line drive, and it's gone! Just over the wall and right. And that one was even shorter than we saw Sanchez hit his last game. Man, only 312 feet, but it counts all the same. The third homer for Rafael Devers into this series. 1-2 to Rosario. It's a fly ball. Deep to center field. Sanchez is near the wall. He makes the catch. Man, Rosario hit that ball really far, about 360 feet or so, but it doesn't have enough to go over, and the game is over. The series is over. The Boston Barons have been eliminated, and the Houston Reapers are moving on to the ALCS. So they capture the division crown, and now they have a chance to capture the American League crown. Here's Kyle Schwarber. Had a huge hit last time he was at the plate to score a run for Nashville. Here's the 0-1 to him here. Swing and a drive into center field. Mullins is going to play it off the wall, as that's going to score 1 run all the way from first. The throw to the plate, not in time. J.D. Davis scores another double for Kyle Schwarber. Just continues to tear it up. The star of the show for the Stars in this playoffs, comes through again with another extra base hit. Man, Kyle Schwarber, unbelievable stuff for him in the playoffs so far. And now that's a swing and a base hit by Goldschmidt as Schwarber's around third. Throw to the plate is not going to be in time. It was a little off the line, and the catcher was not able to tag him here. As, man, that was a crazy close play at home. But a huge base hit by recently. So here's Kyle Schwarber again. And when he's done tonight, 3-0 to him. Schwarber crushes it deep to center field. Oh, are you kidding me? Kyle Schwarber. Another extra base hit. His third homer of the playoffs. Wow. What a game for Schwarber. 2 doubles, a homer, and 3 or 4 RBIs tonight. Nashville's got the lead, 5-4. Oh, man. Kyle Schwarber had an incredible game 1 of the division series with 2 clutch home runs. He is having himself an incredible game here as well tonight. And Goldschmidt here is going to swing at this 1-0 and fly it deep to center field. Back goes Mullins. He's at the wall, and that ball is gone. Wow, Schwarber and Goldschmidt go back to back. The Stars are up 6-4. As Schwarber's got his third, now Goldschmidt with his third homer of the playoffs. Both to straightaway center, basically. That one was not a no-doubter, but man, that ball was crushed. Wow, 424 on the distance to straightaway center field, and absolute. As here it comes, this is a line drive, base hit into left field, or into right field, I mean, around third, and scoring is Espinal. Nashville is going to tack on another run here in the 7th. Manny Pena with a big base hit, and it's 7-4 Nashville. McKenna, as the count is now 2-1. And McKenna's going to ground it to second base. Picked up by Lindor. And the throw to the first baseman is in time. The game is over. Nashville wins it here in Game 1, 7-4. A home victory for the Stars as they use that huge 3-run 7th inning to get a Game 1 win. Trevor May with his 4th save of the playoffs for him. Here comes a 1-1 2-1 from Rendon. It's a swing and a ball crushed way back to left field over the monster and nearly into the second deck. Wow, what a swing by Alex Bregman. And it's a 1-run game, 4-3 in the 6th. And, man, that's what you need right here. You need this guy to start swinging the bat. And that was an absolute moonshot. No doubt home run there from Bregman. He's going to give a good look into the camera right there as it's a 1-run game in the 6th inning here in Game 1. Yeah, maybe not the best location by Carlos Rendon. And, I mean, Bregman knew it right away. He just drops that bat down. 3-1, ideal count for Martinez. Here he's going to swing and drive this fastball into right field. Judge at the wall, and that ball is just going to get over. It is gone. JD Martinez with a home run. We are tied. 4-4 in the 7th. What a swing by Martinez. His first homer. Actually, his first RBI, I believe, of the playoffs as well. At the dish. Oh, and first pitch to him. Cabrera is going to crush it into deep center field. Back goes Sanchez. That ball is gone. Only Miguel Cabrera's second hit of the playoffs. It is his first homer here in October. The 38-year-old with a huge home run. 4-1 New York. 2 down in the inning for Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera's going to drive this ball into the outfield here, and that one is off the wall. Cabrera is very slow, only got 7 speed, so he's going to be held to a single here. 2 down in the inning. Here's Miguel Cabrera. 2 for 3, a homer, a single ribby tonight. He's had a good day. As brought in with the 1-1 to him. There's a swing and a drive to left center field. It's going to go to Homer's Landing. There in the outfield, and it's gone. Miguel Cabrera, 9th inning. Go ahead, homer. Second of the day. It's 5-4 New York. Wow, and I'm getting confused because this place doesn't actually have a Homer's Landing. That's New York. The New York's Bowl Stadium has a place labeled Homer's Landing. This place doesn't. But, wow, what a swing by Miguel Cabrera. Man, the 38-year-old on the verge of retiring here. The biggest swing of his career, maybe, right now. A go-ahead homer here in Game 1 of the ALCS. The 2-2 pitch is a ground ball. Over to second, Jalen Miller to first in time. Game over. New York wins it here on the road against Houston. And man, their almost magical postseason run that they are on right now continues. They have not lost yet in the postseason. They are 5-0 right now. It's coming by from Holloway. Guerrero swings and crushes it way back to left center field. Vladdy breaks the tie in the 11th. It's his 4th of the playoffs. What a swing. 4-3 Arrows. Just continues to mash the baseball and be the go-to clutch hitter for this Arrows squad all playoffs long. Continues to come through in the clutch. Biggest swing of the playoffs for him so far to this point. The Arrows are ahead in the 11th inning. As that's a swing. There's a ball hit really well deep to left field. Schwarber is at the wall. That ball is gone. Mark Canha. That's his first of the playoffs. The second of the inning for Indianapolis. They extend the lead. It's 5-3 in the 11th. Whitlock's got the first pitch here. Delivers it to Kepler, who's going to swing and drive it deep to center field. Back goes Mullins. Mullins racing. He's at the wall. And that ball is gone. Max Kepler crushes it to straightaway center. And yeah, we're not over yet in this bowl game. Nashville's got plenty of power themselves, and they make it a 1-run lead here. Max Kepler brings it to 5-4. 4:21 on the distance here with that swing. Can he keep this bowl game going? Whitlock with his 39th pitch of this appearance, and it's a little chopper right to the in front of the plate. Zach Veen! Or not Zach Veen, but the catcher here throws it to first base in time to get the outs. Don't know why I said Zach Veen. That is not the catcher. I'm trying to remember who their catcher is right now, and I'm blanking on it, but Danny Jansen ends the bowl game there for the Arrows, and they win it here. They even the series at a game apiece. I don't like how I said Zach Veen so confidently. He's not even on the Arrows playoff roster or on the team at all right now. So sorry for that mishap there. But, man, what a win for the Arrows in extra innings. 1 for 2 with a double tonight. 1-1 pitch to him from Paddock. Is a swing and a blast! Way back to right field! Devers! Tie ball game! 4th of the playoffs. He is carrying the Reapers on his back right now. Continues to mash, and it is 1-1. Wow, just like that. Rafi Devers making his presence felt. It's his first homer of this series, and that was a moonshot. 4:14 on the distance there into the second deck. What does Dominic Murillo go to here? The 0-1 is a swing and a drive. Straight away center. Lariano looks up. That ball is gone into the grass in center. Unbelievable. Devers ties the game in the 7th. He wins it in the 9th. We are tied in this series. 1 game apiece. 2-1 series. A 2-1 victory for the Houston Reapers in Game 2. The second walk-off of the playoffs that we've seen. Wow, and what a bowl game for Rafael Devers. What a postseason. This guy has had 5 dingers and 8 ribbies now for him in the playoffs. And man, another no-doubter. This one to straightaway center. One more look at the swing that ends Game 2. Man, what a fantastic bowl game here. And a 1-1 game until the very end. And another one decided in the final inning of play. Wow. Here's Christian Yelich. 0 for 3 on the game. 0-2 count here to him. Yelich swings and crushes this ball. Drives it to right field. Near home is landing. It's gone. Christian Yelich. His 3rd of the playoffs. We are tied at 1. Man, another late inning game-tying homer here. This time, it's from the Honey Badgers. With only 4 outs left in this game, Christian Yelich with his biggest swing of the postseason. 372 on the distance there, and I'm not sure where that landed. I think it went over from his landing out there in right field. But my oh my, what a swing. What an incredible game we have had. What an incredible series we've had to this point for the 2nd straight game, 1-1 in the 9th inning. That's going to be extra bases. It's a double for Jesus Sanchez, who's had a really good day today. 3 for 4 with a homer and now a double. So there's the go-ahead run. James McCann at the plate now. That ball bounces off of Alexander, and they're not going to have a chance to get the outs. That's an infield single. And this guy Alexander, all right, is the question. After he gets plunked there, he looks like he's good. They keep him in the game. Mike Yastrzemski at the plate now, and he lays down a bunt. Alexander's got it, and he thinks the batter's going home, and so he doesn't throw the ball anywhere. And that was that's going to be an error on Sky Alexander. That was my mistake. I thought the runner was going to the plate there, and he stayed put, and so he would have actually been able to make that play, it seems. And there's a ground ball. That's going to get on through. Base hit. Houston takes the lead. What a swing by Alberto Mondesi. Houston is on top, 2-1. Man, oh man, and a good slider there by the pitcher. Not a bad pitch at all, but a great swing by Mondesi to go down and reach for it to add even more to their lead. They're up 2-1. Matt Duffy getting grounded over to Riley at third base. Riley's going to go home. Gets one out there, and it's a double play. Wow, what is that? That's a 5-2-3 double play, I believe. Turned by this infield here. And now there is 2nd and 3rd and 2 men outs. So really heads-up baseball right there by Austin Riley to get the lead runner and then to get the double play. And they're going to just intentionally walk Freddie Freeman here. So what does Scott Alexander come at him with here? The 3-1 pitch. It is low. It's a sinker that misses. And it's ball 4. Man, a walk. And the Reapers will take the lead. They extend it even further. It's 3-1. 1-1. There's a ground ball. Mondesi can't get to it. That's his first hit of this ALCS. And Sanchez here. Don't know why it did not give me... I don't know why I didn't send that ball in immediately. I pressed the button right away. But, I mean, the guy would have gone to 1st to 3rd anyway, no matter what. But, man, that's a big hit by Ramon Laureano. Coyle Faro now, 0 for 3 in the game. Ground ball. Oh boy, it's the Devers. Went out there. Double play. Ends the ball game. Houston wins game 2 on the road. Just like the Stars did in game 3, Houston gets a huge win here in New York. 3-1 the score. Man, they haven't had to score much the last couple of games, but they have won 2 huge ones here to take a 2-1 series lead. So another game, 3rd straight ball game in this series determined in the 9th inning. I mean, you want to talk about a close series decided by, just a couple of hits overall in the total game. You talk about this series right now, we have seen 3 incredibly close games between these 2 ball clubs. So what does he come with? Juspinal here on the 1-1 pitch. It's a line drive, back up the middle. That's going to score a run. And around the 3rd comes another runner. He's going to score. Santiago Espinal with a big 2-out, 2-run single. Nashville takes a 5-4 lead in the postseason so far. 1-1 to Pena. There's a swing and a drive. A ball crushed to left field. Ozuna is at the wall. That ball is gone. Manny Pena, his 2nd of the playoffs. A 3-run homer. 8-4 Nashville. Wow. Breaking the game open here in the 5th inning. 373 on the distance. That was no cheapie. And, man, that's going to be the end of the line for Zach Eflin. From him is a big bonus because he's such a good defensive catcher. Now, so pitching here in the 6th. That ball is lined, and it's going to go over the wall. Ian Wright, home run by Marcell Ozuna. That is his 3rd of the postseason, his 2nd homer of this game. And it is an 8-5 lead for Nashville now. The last few starts that we've seen from him in the postseason hasn't given up a run since the divisional round. Mark Canha's at the plate here. Canha's going to swing and fly this one into left. Schwarber is having a little trouble with the ball. Doesn't know where it is, and it's going to land away from him. And all the way to 3rd base goes Mark Canha. Wow, so that is going to be a triple. It doesn't count as an error because Schwarber didn't actually touch the baseball, but man, a blunder there for sure. As I'm not sure why the game didn't lock me in an animation to try and catch that ball, as Schwarber just got lost, the ball lost in the lights here, apparently. So 0-1 to Guerrero, and that's going to be a ground ball to Lindor, and they're not going to have any choice but to just go back to first base to get the out there. So Vladdy does get an RBI. It's an RBI ground out, and it's now a 2-run lead for Nashville, 8-6. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and it's inside. A knuckle curve that misses, and Jimmy Nelson walks the first man he faces here out of the bullpen. Brings up Guerrero. Got an RBI earlier on the day with that ground out. 5 in this series here so far. Here we go. Big pitch to Vladdy. 3-2 to him. Is a four-seamer taken to center field. Trout is at the wall. Trout is going to look up, and that ball is gone! It's a grand slam by Guerrero! What a swing! It's his 5th homer of the series of the postseason, and Indianapolis has the lead. From 4 down to 2 ahead. 10-8 arrows. Unreal. What a swing by Guerrero, and what a postseason he has had. Wow. So Garrett Whitlock is going to come set here on the 0-2 to DeYoung. And it's a circle change. Swung on and missed. Beautiful pitch by Whitlock. Ends the ball game in Indianapolis. What a game for a win here. Tonight they steal a game from Nashville to tie up the series at 2 games apiece. Man, that was a fantastic game. I mean, they were down 8-4 going into the bottom of the 6th inning in this one. They get 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, and the big grand slam by Vladdy there in the 8th inning ends up being the difference. 14 hits, 10 runs for the Arrows, 11 hits, 8 runs for Nashville. This series tied at 2 games apiece. So Brian Abreu gets the win. Count now full. Houston down to their last strike of the day. Here's a 3-2 pitch. And that is going to miss. It's ball 4 just inside, and Bregman reaches at ALCS right now, it appears. And he's going to continue that. That's a ground ball just under the glove of McNeil at first base. So there's a single for Jesus Sanchez, his 3rd hit of the game. Game continues. James McCann at the plate here. He's going to foul that fastball back. Count moves again to 2 strikes. McCann 0 for 2 0 for 3 in this game. There's a 2-2 to him. And it's a ground ball. That's going to get past Kim. And stopping, no, going home as the throw is offline. And safe is Bregman. Houston is still alive in this ball game. It's a 1-run game. As here's a 2-0 to him from Yates. And it's a ground ball back up the middle. Kim can't get it. That's into center. Jesus Sanchez is around 3rd. He is going to score. Wow, the bottom of Houston's order comes up huge. Mike Yastrzemski ties the game in the 9th. It is 4-4. And that was a good pitch to him from Yates at the bottom of the strike zone. Unbelievable. Jake Myers comes on as a pinch runner, but what a rally by Houston with 2 outs. Now Alberto Mondesi is going to ground this one over into the outfield. Judge is up with it. Around 3rd comes the runner, and there's going to be a play at the plate, and McCann is thrown out at home. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a rally from the outfield there. And we are going to remain tied. Oh my gosh, what a 9th inning. The Reapers scored 2 runs with 2 outs in the 9th, but they cannot win it to Rafael Devers in the 9th inning, and here he is. Speaking of the devil, here he is, Rafael Devers at the plate right now. 1-1 pitch to Devers. It's a swing and a fly ball and a 2-seamer out to center field. Lariano is at the wall. He leaps and he can't bring it back. It is gone, and Devers has hit another huge homer. Oh my goodness, number 6 in the playoffs for him, and Houston takes a 5-4 lead in the extra innings. I mean, huge swing after huge swing by Rafael Devers in the playoffs for Houston. Unbelievable stuff from Rafael Devers. Wow, I mean, number 11 here is Devers 11. I can't see what number Rafael Devers is, but he has just been the biggest go-to guy all postseason for the Reapers, and he does it again against Kendall Graveman. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Kim. It is a swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt. And Houston snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. What a win in Game 4. And they now have that stranglehold on this series. They go up 3-1 on the road in New York. Man, and this one was determined in the last inning also, but it actually went to extra innings. I mean, just ridiculously close games that we have seen in this series. My goodness. Another classic here in Game 4 between these two teams. Man, here's Francisco Lindor up. He's going to double. Okay, leading off the top of the 7th. J.D. Davis is going to walk. Mike Trout's at the plate here. And they're going to get to the bullpen again. Chad Cole is going to be taken out of the game. Struggling a little bit. Go to Zach Godley. Only pitched 1 inning. In the playoffs so far, that's a base hit and RBI for Mike Trout. And then Kyle Schwarber launching a homer. Wow, 3-run blast by Kyle Schwarber. And then a solo home run for Max Kepler. Well, that's his 4th of the postseason, his 3rd of the series. And now Paul DeJong at the plate. And Paul DeJong is going to crank a home run. Oh, man, back-to-back go Kepler and DeJong. 3rd homer of the inning. 2nd of the series for Paul DeJong. And all of a sudden, this is a 9-0 game. 9-2, but still a 7-run lead. Mark Melancon out for his 2nd appearance of this series here. Strikeout, ground out. Marcell Ozuna strikes out. And that's a win for Nashville. And a dominant one at that to take a 3-2 series lead. Wow, that is a huge win for Nashville. And they're going to go back home now in this series with the advantage squarely on their side. 1 game away from a pennant. Wow, okay, so Carlos Rodon is done. They're going to go to the bullpen. Bring up Justin Steele, who hasn't pitched yet in this series at all. And he has pitched 4.1 innings in the divisional round in the wildcard games. 2-run home run by James McCann. Wow, that was huge. I don't know if McCann, I think that might have been that probably is his 1st home run of the playoffs. But that was a monster swing. So, overall a pretty good day for him, not too bad. Paul Sewell comes out, and, he's been the most effective reliever in this postseason right now, and especially in this series for the Reapers. 4 innings, 1 run allowed, 9 strikeouts to 2 walks. Yelich, oh boy, that ball runs inside and hits Christian Yelich now. Off of the shoulder pad here, and now the bases are loaded. Oh boy, here we go. Jack McNeil, 5 hits in this series. A chance to blow this game and get Houston right back in it, but that's a fly ball. Shallow left. Mondesi catches it. No tag from Miguel Cabrera at 3rd, and that makes sense. Cabrera just to Sewell here. 2-2 pitch to Judge. And it's a line drive, and it is caught by Mondesi, speared by the 2nd baseman. And man, Aaron Judge hit that ball well. And it nearly got into the outfield to score at least 1, probably 2 runs. But it doesn't happen. And now, right here, bases loaded, 3-2 counts. To Riley, it's a ground ball to Freeman. Speared by him, he's got it. Touches the bag to end the 7th inning. Oh man, that is brutal. Wow, Houston holds on and doesn't give up a run in that inning. New York gets 3 balls in play with the bases loaded and nobody out, and does not score. 2-2 pitch. It is a sinker. Swing and a miss. And Houston is now 1 out away from a World Series clinching win. So Grayman trying to work his way back from 3-0, and now down to the last strike is New York. Here's a 3-2 pitch. And it's there on the corner! Strike 3! Ball game over. Series over. The Houston Reapers are going to the World Series. American League champions. They win this series in 5 games. 4 in a row over New York. And they win here on the road against the Honey Badgers with 3 straight wins. And, man, I mean, I know it's only 5 games. This series only went 5 games, but this was an unbelievably tight game and tight series all throughout. This was the 3 runs, that was that's the bar for this series. This was the least competitive game and the least close game in terms of how it finished, but still, this game was very tight as well throughout the entirety of it. And their catcher, who I always seem to forget when I first try and talk about this ball club, is that's a swing and a miss there. Mark Hanna, or Game 5 for him, was kind of a game that he got back on track a little offensively, but really through games 2 through 5, he didn't do a whole lot. Line drive, that actually bounces off of the glove of the outfielder here. Mike Trout blows through the stop sign, and he is going to be gunned down at home plate. Wow, okay, that was a interesting play there. Marcell Ozuna couldn't make the catch on the dive, and a little bit too antsy there was Mike Trout, a pretty fast player, but by that fact, when he does have such a good average still, as that's an amazing diving play there by Paul Goldschmidt at first base. Man, Goldschmidt is having an incredible impact with the bat, the MVP for Nashville offensively to this point, and he's flashing the leather there with that really nice diving stop. And he made in this series, and he had at least one last night in game 5. That's a four-seam fastball, strike 3 at the knees by Scherzer, who's got his first K of the night. Now Santiago Espinal, who's raised that average up to 263 now after a really slow start to the postseason. There's a ground ball to second, and that is going to be the out there as Fletcher throws it 2 down in this third inning. And here is Danny Jansen, only batting .214 in the postseason. That's a sinker outside for strike 3. Now let's look at this pitch one more time here. Suarez so far really effective. Jansen, I believe, a little late on that pitch right there. 40 pitches in for Suarez. It's a sinker outside for strike 3. Suarez gets his third K of the night. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He's going to ground it over to second. Lindor starts it. A double play. Good scoop by Goldschmidt at first. And that ends the 5th inning. Man, so we are halfway home in this one. And what a job right now by Ranger Suarez. 0-2 to Kepler. Swing and a miss. Wow, a slider that was way up there near the eyes to Kepler. Not a conventional high pitch to get a strikeout there, but I mean, that's really an impossible pitch to do anything with. So maybe not the location Scherzer intended that one to be, but that's his third strikeout. There's number 4 on a slider in a really brilliant location right there. Scherzer is on his game tonight. As a 1-2 is a swing and a drive into left field, out in the near the warning track, and it's caught by Kyle Schwarber. Wow, that was the probably the hardest hit ball of the whole night by either team there, and that one nearly went over the fence. That's a ground ball to Goldschmidt. That ends the top of the 6th inning. So, man, a little bit of a dangerous swing earlier in that frame, but nothing happens in the top of the 6th. That's another 1-2-3 inning. 2-2 pitch. It's a slider, swing, and a miss. 5 now for Scherzer. Absolutely filthy off-speed pitch right here. 2 men on, 1 man out. Biggest opportunity to score. It's a ground ball line drive. A line drive to Guerrero, and he dives and tags Davis, who cannot get back to the first base bag in time. Wow, what a double play. How about some of the defense that we're seeing right now in the late stages in this game, as that's a swing over to left field, and Schwarber is under that one to make the play easily. And Ranger Suarez, what an unbelievable start here in Game 6. 7 innings, only 2 hits allowed. I mean, and he's been absolutely fantastic today. That's a slider outside and high. Man, and a pretty bad at bat there by Goldschmidt. He lets a right down the middle off-speed pitch pass him by, and then is way early on that pitch here. Man, I mean, Scherzer's curveball right now, yeah, it's just been absolutely devastating to these hitters. There's a ground ball, and it's a slow roller, but stopped by Guerrero, touched on first base, and how about 7 scoreless by Max Scherzer? Wow. 3-2 pitch is a fastball on the corner. Smith doesn't think so, but that was a beautiful pitch by Noah Ramirez. So, man, oh man, we go to the bottom of the 8th. This game's still scoreless, really, in this series. So he's been a really effective reliever. A guy that you go to in this situation for sure. And he gets Manny Pena to look silly right there on that off-speed pitch of the coin. He's got a double, the only extra base hit of the game. Ground ball to the shorts, and they go the short way. Makes the play there to end the 8th inning. Wow. So what a game we have here tonight. We're going to the 9th inning, and the score is locked at 0. Here now is the 0-2 to Lux. It's a changeup, swing, and a miss. Ramirez gets him to look a little silly there, way early on this off-speed pitch. That grand slam, 3-1 pitch to Vladdy, and yeah, not going to mess with him here. That's a walk, but now the bases are loaded here. Wow, what a scenario. And now they're going to take out Ramirez and bring in Jimmy Nelson, who has not been very effective in this postseason. He's got a 10.38 ERA and 4.1 innings. Last time he pitched out there was not that effective. So I don't know about this decision here for Nashville to bring in Jimmy Nelson, but we'll see how it pays off for him. Cedric Mullins, bases loaded, 2 down here in the 9th inning. Here comes the first pitch out of the bullpen for Jimmy Nelson. It runs inside, and it hits him. Wow, the Arrows score the hard way with a hit by pitch. And it's 1-0. Oh boy, Jimmy Nelson in danger of walking Donaldson here. 3-2 pitch to him. And that ball misses as well. It's ball 4. How about this? A hit by pitch and a walk immediately by Jimmy Nelson out of the bullpen. And that is how Indianapolis is going to take a 2-0 lead. Man, this is not a good appearance here by Jimmy Nelson. That's a strikeout. Swing and a miss of David Fletcher there to end the 9th inning. But, man, I mean, neither one of those runs will be actually charged to Jimmy Nelson, but that was a pretty bad job out of the bullpen. So, big spot here. J.D. Davis starts the inning off. He's going to drive that ball into the gap here. Nobody's going to catch that one. It's right under front of the wall as J.D. Davis is going to get to second base. So, he's got a double and a man in scoring position now. Former Mike Trout, who is in 0 for 2 day, but one big swing for him. It's a ground ball, and it's stopped, but he's going to beat it out. Trout is safe at first. Garrett Whitlock hasn't had a lot of trouble in his postseason outing so far. That's a fly ball. Pretty deep. Racing after it is Smith. Oh, man, he makes the catch there. That is going to score a run. J.D. Davis will score from third, and that is going to be out number 1. So Goldschmidt is 0 for 3 tonight. He has not gone hitless, I don't think, in a single game this postseason. That ball hits off of Whitlock, and they're not going to have a play at first or second. So, wow. Okay, that is a interesting scenario. Hopefully, Garrett Whitlock is okay after that. It looks like he is, but, man, now 2 on and 1 man out. And actually, they're going to go to the bullpen again here. So Garrett Whitlock is not able to complete the save here. But the go-ahead run, the winning run, is at first as that's strike 3 to Kepler. Wow, that's the 3rd time he struck out tonight. And what an incredibly huge pitch right there. Perfect at the knees. Wow. Indianapolis, can they force a game 7? Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A beautiful slider, and Cole Sulser finishes the job. The Arrows have survived another game. We will have a game 7 in this NLCS. Wow. What a game this was. And a little bit of a different bowl game for you here tonight. A pitcher's duel through and through. Only 10 combined hits tonight. All 3 runs scoring in the 9th inning. Man, and none of them even scored on a hit. That is the craziest part, that no run was scored on actually on a hit in this whole game. You had a hit by a pitch and a walk, score, run, and a sacrifice fly for the Stars. Who do you go to? As that ball is in the outfield here, really shallow center. That ball falls in. Mike Trout has got it. Trout's going to go to the cutoff man here and going home. Wow, what an aggressive move by Guerrero all the way across third base, and he's going to score. The throw is way offline at home plate here, and Josh Donaldson gets a double out of that. Wow, Whitey all the way from first on a ball that, I mean, just barely dropped into shallow outfield. That was a fascinating move. The 2-2 to Schwarber. And it's a ground ball. That's going to be down the line and fair into the outfield here. Smith picks it up around third, goes the runner. That's going to be an RBI base hit, and actually, going to turn into a double here for Kyle Schwarber. RBI number 13 in the playoffs, and that was a massive hit right there. 1-2, Caprillion trying to escape this 6th inning here. There's a line drive, and he's not going to. That ball is going to fall in, and it's going to roll to the wall. 1 run is going to score. Tie game around 3rd. Coming home is Manny Pena. He's safe. Beats it out, and Nashville takes the lead here in the 6th. Wow, what a swing by J.D. Davis. And the Nashville Stars coming back from a 3-run deficit to take a 5-6 lead. Wow, J.D. Davis has come up with some huge swings in this series. That one was massive, and now Mike Trout is going to drive this ball into deep left. Smith is at the wall, and it's gone! Mike Trout, his 2nd homer of the playoffs. 3-run lead for Nashville, 7-5. Wow, what a big swing. Actually, 8-5 after that swing. Yeah, 7-5 is not 3 runs. I don't know what I was saying there, but man, Mike Trout coming out on the mound in 4.2 innings for him in the playoffs. As now Schwarber's going to swing and drive this ball into right. Marcell Ozuna's at the wall, and that ball is gone! Whoa, Trout and Schwarber go back-to-back. Schwarber's 5th of the playoffs, and his 2nd RBI of the game. It's now a 4-run lead for Nashville. Man, and you talk about an offense that can just jump all over you. I mean, that is what this offense can do. This offense, the best in baseball, and they're showing it off here. The power from this lineup is incredible. They have 20 plus home runs going into this game. They now have a few. They have 3 at least in this one tonight. Our chart is up, 2 for 2, a couple of walks and a home run for him. Flies this one to deep center field as Mullins here waiting on it now. That ball is going to hit off the top of the wall. At least a triple here. Mike Trout is going to get to 3rd. And Mike Trout is going to go around 3rd base. What is he doing? Oh, man, that was way too aggressive. Mike Trout had a triple easily. And, I mean, why are you trying to get it inside the Parker right now? You're only up by 3 runs. You want to add extra insurance. That was a pretty boneheaded move right there by Mike Trout. I don't know why in the world he blasted through his top side to go home. Not even a close play. I mean, yeah, you got no chance to be able to beat that throw out. So that was a big mistake right there. Now Kyle Schwarber is at the plate. 2-2 pitch, and now Schwarber is going to fly this one really deep into the outfield here. Schwarber has left the yard. It's another home run. Wow, it's his 2nd of the game. His 6th of the playoffs. And Kyle Schwarber just continuing to be this team's offensive MVP. I mean, this is incredible. He has been so good in the postseason. That's his 3rd. I think that's his 3rd multi-homer game of the playoffs. At least his 2nd. And now Nashville is up by 4. He's been pretty decent the last couple of times we've seen him. That's a diving stop by Lindor, but reaching is Josh Donaldson for a single. Or no, that's Dominic Fletcher, never mind. Or David Fletcher, I mean. But, man, okay. I mean, 3 routes to work with here for Nashville. They're down. Or for Indianapolis, they're down by 4. What can they do? As here's Gavin Lux, and he's going to ground that one down the line just past the diving Goldschmidt. It's going to roll all the way to the wall here. Up with it is Kepler, and around 3rd, and scoring from 1st base is Dominic Fletcher. Or David Fletcher. I don't know why I keep saying Dominic Fletcher, but David Fletcher scores all the way from 1st. Gavin Lux with a huge RBI double down the line. 3-0 count to Canna here. That is a 4-seam fastball that misses for ball 4. Yeah, this is a terrible outing for Jordan Holloway. Get Trevor May in this game right now because that was terrible. I don't know why. You just should have started the inning with him. I mean, dangerous hitter. Vladdy's the tying run. We've seen him already have a couple of really clutch moments in this series. That is a 4-seamer that misses for ball 4. Wow, so this has not been a good start to the inning, I would say, for Nashville. The bases are loaded. The tying run is on base. to Cedric Mullins. What is going to happen here? It's a fly ball into left. Schwarber on the move. Schwarber is going to make that play. Yes, he will. Tagging from third base. Scoring is Gavin Lux. Indianapolis will trade a run for an out right here. And it's an 8-10 lead for Nashville. Here we go. 0-2. It's in the dirt. And it's going to roll. And that is going to move the runners to second and third. So now the tying run is in scoring position here with one away in the ninth. Donaldson, prime scoring chance. Here comes a 1-2, 2-1 from Trevor May. It's a swing and a miss! High fastball! Oh man, Trevor May went up the ladder with it and just couldn't handle it. You're not gonna hit that pitch. Wow, what a huge strikeout. Here comes the pitch to Dominic Smith. It's a ground ball! It's gonna get into left! Schwarber is up with it. Run scores! The tying run is the throw to the plate is offline! Guerrero scores! Dominic Smith coming through with a 2-out, 2 RBI single. We are tied at 10. Oh, are you kidding me? What a swing by Dominic Smith. Wow. We are knotted at 10. Indianapolis with a 4-run ninth inning. And guys, I just want to say I am really sorry about this actually because I was getting to the end of my third recording of this game. And unfortunately, after this pop-up here, I went to start recording I went to end the recording that I was doing, the current recording, and I didn't actually start the new recording again. So this is really unfortunate, and I'm really sad about this. I was really frustrated when this happened, but I didn't actually record this 14th inning, and I didn't record a huge moment in this game because Paul Goldschmidt had a big-time hit, and he actually ended up walking it off in the 14th inning. Wow, I mean, this is the type of mistake that you only make once, and you don't make ever again, because I was really upset about it, and this game was so ridiculously good. I did not want to have it end like this, but, I mean, here's the pitch, here's the swing. I guess I can maybe try and call it like it actually happened in real time, but this is like the second pitch of this at bat to Paul Goldschmidt here, but you know, not a no-down home run by Goldschmidt, but he crushed it here deep into the outfield, and it went all the way into left center field here, and you see where you're going to see where it lands in the air. Going back was the outfielder here, Zach Veen, I believe, was now the outfielder in left, and yeah, it ended up going over the wall. Zach Veen could not make the play on it. That was a home run. That was, I think, number 6 for Paul Goldschmidt in the playoffs, and that ended the bowl game. So 1-0 pitch here to J.D. Davis from Paul Sewald is a swing and a drive down the line and left and gone. J.D. Davis delivering once more the huge homer. His third in the playoffs, and Nashville has the lead. 7-5. Wow, 5 unanswered for the Stars here. That was a high fly ball. Oh my goodness. Down the line. Man, what a swing by J.D. Davis. A high arcing shot. Connor Brogdon comes out of the bullpen now for the Reapers. 15 ribbies. That is a ton of RBIs, leading the team, leading all of baseball here in the postseason. And he is going to ground that ball over to third. That's going to score a run. He's going to add to that total. That's RBI number 16 for Kyle Schwarber on an infield single down the third base line. Here's now Kyle Schwarber. He's having quite the day. 2 for 2, make it 3 for 3. Another RBI for Schwarber. Base hit up the middle. It is a 1-run game. 5-4. Kyle Schwarber coming up clutch again. RBI number 17 and hit that ball right back where it came from. But a tough spot for Jeffrey Springs to be put into here with the bases loaded. And especially against Kyle Schwarber. Line drive, that's going to be another base hit. Come on, 1 RBI. And around third comes Davis. He's going to score. 2 more ribbies for Kyle Schwarber. Another 4 RBI game. He's had like 3 of those in the playoffs. Just incredible. And nearly got Davis there on the tag, but just got past it there. Wow, and it's now 10-7 in Nashville. And that's a ground best chance for Nashville to score in this game. Double by Matt Duffy. James McCann gets a big base hit. That's an RBI for him. And that's an RBI for Mike Yastrzemski as well. 2 for 2 on the night. That's his 4th or 5th RBI of the postseason. That's a ground ball base hit. But no run scored. Freddie Freeman crushes his 3rd homer of the playoffs. 2-run shot and a 4-run top of the 5th for Houston. They're up 6-0. But, man, 6-0. And speaking of impressive, how about James Paxton in this game? Can he get 7 innings? As Lindor is at the plate here, and he does! Wow, 7 scoreless frames against Nashville's pitching staff. JD Martinez crushing a home run. Wow, Freddie Freeman with 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. Now it's Jimmy Nelson. Base hit by Freddie Freeman. He's having an incredible playoff here. Fly out Alex Bregman. Gets a big base hit. That's his 6th RBI of the playoffs. It's 8-0. Now James McCann at the plate. There's a walk. Yastrzemski up. And Yastrzemski's going to deliver again. He's got 7 ribbies now in the postseason. Bases loaded. Strikes out. Wow. Finally ends the 8th inning. Another 4-run inning by Houston. And this is a dominant Game 2 performance. Jeez, 10-0 now. As there's a double. Mike Trout's 2nd double of the game. And that is going to be the plug here. It looks like they're going to go to the bullpen for Houston here. And, I mean, I think you could be comfortable continuing to pitch James Paxton. But, I mean, you're up 10-0. They're going to go to the bullpen. And they are going to go to Alonso Santos. There's a home run for Kyle Schwarber. Wow, I don't think that's his 7th of the playoffs. He's now at 21 ribbies. He's only 1 away from tying a Major League record. I mean, maybe too little too late in this game. It's still 10-2 right now. As there's a base hit. Come on, Jordan Holloway. There's finally a 0. But DeSantos continuing to pitch here in the 9th. There's a strikeout. And a strikeout. That will end the game. So, man, Houston had this one in the bag pretty early on tonight, and they had a dominant Game 2 win right here, 10-2. The offense for them was clicking on all cylinders in this one, and the pitching, man, James Paxton, my man, what an incredible game, and he's had 3 unreal postseason starts. That's a big storyline. Another huge storyline is Kyle Schwarber. He has just been unbelievable in this postseason. He comes into today with 21 homers, or no, 21 RBIs. That is 1 less than the most we've ever seen. And here he's at the plate, and immediately Kyle Schwarber launching a 2-run homer. That is unreal. That's his 2nd of this series here so far. Remember, he had a home run back in that Game 2 blowout. The only guy to get an RBI in that bowl game. That is his 6th. He now has 8 RBIs, I believe, now in the playoffs here and in this World Series. That is unreal, but that was a huge swing. He now has 23 ribbies. That is the most all-time in the postseason for career RBIs. Nobody has gotten more than that. Adolis Garcia set the record with 22 in 2023 in real life. As here's a 1-0 pitch to him from Daniel Hudson. Schwarber's gonna crush it! Oh boy, down the line and right! And it is gone! A long drive from Schwarber! His 3rd homer of the series! His 9th of the playoffs! He's got 10 RBIs in his 3 playoff games here in the World Series! And it's 6-3, Nashville. Just Unbelievable. Where did that ball go? By Kyle Schwarber. 392 on the distance, my goodness. Off of the top of the railing out there in the second deck in right field. Batting at the bottom of the order here. First pitch to him from Syndergaard. That's a swing and a drive. Deep in his center. Trout's at the wall. Trout tries to scale the wall and he can't bring it back. That's a home run for Mike Yastrzemski. It's his second of the World Series. And it's a 2-run lead for the Houston Reapers now. Now the Reapers down by 2, 6-4. Well, here's a 1-2 to him as Martinez is going to swing and absolutely crush it over to left field. Way back in the seats and left. Home run. JD Martinez, tie game. 6-6 in the 7th. And Martinez, that's his second homer of the World Series, his third of the playoffs. And it is a tie game just like that. Wow, a no-doubter, 446 on the distance from Martinez. That was an absolute bomb. Maybe the longest homer we've seen so far in this postseason by any team. I mean, that ball was just mashed. The longest homer that we've seen in this stadium for sure. Where did this one end up going? I didn't even really see it very well on the replay. Wow, just below the second deck. That went almost to the second deck out there in left field. That is insane. Here's the 3-2 pitch to him from Melanson. It's a swing and a drive down the left field line. And it is off of the foul pole and gone. Alex Bregman setting the bat down, looking to the bench. He has given the Reapers the lead. His 5th postseason homer, his 3rd of the World Series. 7-6 Houston. Oh my goodness, and another incredibly clutch swing from the Houston Reapers late in a ball game in this World Series. Look at where that one went. Off of the foul pole there in left field. What a swing. And what a ferocious rally by the Houston Reapers. Down by 3 runs. And in the span of just a few outs have already taken the lead. Just the guy you want up in this situation. 1-2. Another swing and an inside curve. There's one out there. It's a double play to end the game. And Houston steals one from Nashville in Game 3 to take a 2-1 series lead. Wow, another save for Kendall Graveman here in this postseason. He has been perfect in save opportunities so far in the playoffs, and a 2-1 series lead for the Stars. Or no, for the Reapers. 1.2 innings so far for him in the postseason. He's been very good so far. Hasn't given up a run. And that's a strikeout. Lindor swinging and missing way late on this pitch. Look at this one again. Yeah, late on that pitch was Lindor. Huge strikeout. 2 down in the 8th. Here's J.D. Davis. 0 for 3 on the afternoon. 2-2 pitch. It's a fastball way outside. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. He's 0 for 1 today. He's gotten on base with a couple of walks so far. He's going to swing and crush this ball deep to left center field. Martinez and Sanchez can only watch. That ball is gone. Mike Trout with his 3rd homer of the postseason. That's his 1st of the World Series. And his 5th extra base hit overall of this World Series. And it is a 1-run game in the 9th. So 4 doubles and now a homer for Mike Trout, who's got his 7th hit of this World Series. He has been excellent here for Nashville, and that was a bomb. I mean, a no-doubter if you can get a good swing on him. So what happens here on this 2-2? Swing and a miss! A sinker that didn't necessarily sink on Graveman, but it works as a strikeout as Schwarber was late on it. Now it's Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 3 on the day. 1-2 pitch to him. Goldschmidt swings and misses. Slider in the dirt. Fools him. Kendall Graveman with a nasty pitch right here to Paul Goldschmidt. As here's Paul DeYoung. 1 for 3 tonight. He does have a homer in this World Series. It's a ground ball to Rafi Devers at third. He is going to throw it across the diamond to end the ball game. And Houston takes a chokehold on this series. They win Game 4, 2-3, and take a 3-1 series lead. Man, and they take care of business at home here in Games 3 and 4 to really put the pressure now on the Nashville Stars. And they have lost Game 2, but they have come back and won 3 straight here against Nashville. And on the mound for this game is Chris Archer. He has not made an appearance yet in the playoffs and doesn't have a great regular season. Only a 4.7 ERA with a 1.66 whip, so more of a bullpen type of game. And the batting averages, and here's J.D. Davis, who's going to swing and miss at that slider outside and at the knees. Chris Archer gets his first strikeout of the game. 6 for 11 in his last 3 games. He's having a great World Series, but that was a bad swing there on a off-speed pitch way inside for strike 3. Chris Archer fooling one of the better hitters in the league there with that pitch. Yeah, that was filthy there. And here we go, the 0-2 pitch to Mondesi to begin the ninth. That's a 4-seam fastball right on the corner for strike 3. Great pitch there by Waka, right on the corner, and I mean a pretty filthy one there. Not much that Mondesi can do with that baseball. Look where it ended up. As here's 1-2. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Martinez. The swing, a drive to deep left field, and that ball is gone. J.D. Martinez with a home run. I believe that's his 3rd of the World Series here. And it is his 4th of the postseason. The Reapers strike first in Game 5, 1-0. He's having a really good World Series right now. 1-2 pitch. He is going to swing and miss at a fastball. 4-seamer high fastball there by Waka. And I mean a brilliant strikeout pitch. 3-2 pitch. It's another 4-seamer high in the zone. And Devers late on it for strike 3. So, I mean, a good response by Michael Waka. Gives up the home run. A record-setting postseason for Kyle Schwarber. 1-2, and that's a 4-seam fastball swung on and missed. Not a very fast pitch by Chris Archer, but it pumped it by. And here's Max Kepler. 0-2 pitch is a 4-seamer. Swung on and missed. That went 93, and Chris Archer's already got 4 strikeouts here in his first 5 outs of the game. As the 0-2 is a slider swung on and missed. And wow, 5 strikeouts for Chris Archer here in his first 6 outs of World Series Game 5. First postseason action for him, and I mean, he's been pretty impressive, I'd say, through 2 innings to this point. So far, as the 1-2 pitch, it's on the corner! 4-seamer, strikeout looking. Second one that Michael Waka has gotten in this game. That's his 4th, I believe, overall tonight. So he gets on. Here's Mike Trout again. He is going to swing and miss. Slider outside. Archer's got 6 Ks, and he's gotten Mike Trout out twice here with the strikeouts. Now it's Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber's going to ground this one over to first base, and it's 1 out there, and it's a double play. They just barely get Schwarber at first. So a heads-up play there by Freddie Freeman here. They could have ran over and tagged the bag, but the count running full. Waka hasn't given up a base run, I don't believe, in a while. That's a 3-2. It's a cutter. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Waka's gotten his 5th strikeout of the game. Big impact in the World Series, but here's a 3-1 to Devers now, and Rafael Devers is going to crush this ball down the line and left, and it is gone! A no-doubter from Devers, number 8, in the postseason for him. Second of the World Series. The Reapers go ahead 3-0 here in the 4th. And man, Devers knew it right away. A little bit of a different animation that we just saw there from him. A drive to the opposite field, I believe, for Rafael Devers there. And man, he just tosses his back to the ground. 334 on the distance. World Series here. 2-1 to him. That's a ground ball line there. Nice diving stop. Devers showing off his bat in the last inning, and then he shows off his glove down there at third base. Wow, that was a great defensive play. And, you know, Devers not an amazing defender. He's pretty decent at defense, but, man, that was a fantastic stop right there. So here's Paul DeJong, only 3 hits in the World Series. And it was a home run, but, yeah, he's been a little struggling in the postseason overall. And he's going to ground it right to Freddie Freeman again, and that's another double play. Second straight inning that Chris Archer has got a double play, and this is more than you would expect from Chris Archer, more than they really asked for him tonight. Already 5 innings. Well, here's the first pitch to him after that walk, and a nice stop by the first baseman Goldschmidt, and it's going to be a double play. Yes, they do get the out at first. Wow. Really close play there at first base, but a good turn here by Paul Goldschmidt. He's been one of those key hitters that has really turned it on. Him along with Alex Bregman and Freddie Freeman, I think those guys have been absolutely crucial to Houston's success in this World Series right now. And Mike Trout is up. He's 0 for 2. A couple of strikeouts. It's a ground ball to Bregman. And that's an easy play to make there. They go the short way to end the inning. So, man, 6 incredible innings by Chris Archer. And once again, this Houston pitching staff, a key for their success. And it's really, really showing up in this game right now for them. So here in the 6th. There's a swing and a miss. High fastball, and Ronaldo Lopez gets a big strikeout. First one that we've seen in a few innings there, but he hasn't done a whole lot. I mean, he's gotten on a base still decently well in this World Series, but doesn't have a ton of ribbies. There's a ground ball to Devers, and they're going to get one out there, and the first baseman for a double play. Man, that is a pretty big gut punch. I mean, a base hit guarantees a run now, but it's going to have to come down to a base hit at this point. Kyle Schwarber standing 90 feet away. It's down to Paul DeJong, 0 for 2 in the game. Still with only 3 hits in the postseason, but in this World Series, big scoring chance. It's a ground ball to Devers. Stopped by Devers over to first. That's in time to end the top of the 7th. Wow. Huge scoring opportunity is wasted by Nashville. Really their only one that they've had a whole game. Put up time or shut up time right now in this game. They got to get something going here. Got to get at least one back in this 8th inning, you think, as that's going to be a base hit for Santiago Espinal. He does get on with a single. 3-2 count to him as that fastball misses inside. So Jeffrey Springs, a little uncharacteristic, struggling to start the inning. A couple of base runners with a hit and a walk. Davis has had some big swings in the postseason before this. And here's the 0-1 to him from Springs. It's a four-seamer, crushed by J.D. Davis, way back to left field, off of the batter's eye and left, and gone! Tie game off the bat of J.D. Davis! 4th of the playoffs, 2nd of the World Series, 3-run blast. We are tied in the 8th. Wow, I mean, big swings from Davis in the postseason. That one, his biggest yet. 397 on the distance. That ball was crushed. And something off of Jeffrey Springs. How about that? 4 outs left in their season. And they tie the game. Huge pitch here. 3-2 to Schwarber. And is a swing and a miss. Four-seamer on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch by Alex Vesia. And, man, Schwarber laid on that fastball. Huge pitch from Vesia coming up. The 1-2. Swing! swing and a miss on a perfect slider down below the knees. Filthy stuff from Alex Vesia. Third out at the top of the 8th inning, and that stops the bleeding as Houston, though, is now tied with Nashville. What a huge 8th inning. 3-3 the score, and a whole different bowl game right now in the bottom of the 8th. But again, we've seen Houston, as that is a curveball. Yastrzemski way late on in that pitch. That was a pretty filthy and ugly looking swing right there. As here's a 3-1. And it's a curveball that misses inside. So Freddie Freeman's going to get his chance here in the bottom of the 8th. And they're actually going to go to the bench here and bring out Jake Myers as a pinch runner. I believe he's had an at-bat in the postseason. But here's Freddie Freeman. 3-2 from Lopez to Freeman. It is a ground ball. It's down the line. It's past the diving glove of Espinal. And around third comes Myers. He's coming in to score. The throw is offline. Jake Myers scores. Freddie Freeman with a monster double. Houston takes the lead in the 8th inning. 4-3. Man, oh man, Freddie Freeman's had some clutch hits in his career. That one of his biggest. Wow, and Houston again, another clutch late inning swing from the Houston Reapers. J.D. Davis, of course, it's going to come down to him. 3 for 4 tonight. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball, and how fitting! It's to Freddie Freeman! He touches the bag! The Houston Reapers have won the World Series! Champions in the first season of this custom franchise. And of course, it's the guy that takes the lead for the Reapers in the 8th inning that gets the final out in the 9th. Wow, a championship for the Houston Reapers in 5 games. 4-3 win in Game 5, and they only lost 3 times all playoff long. What a dominant run from the Houston Reapers in the postseason. Wow, and the celebration just getting underway here on the field, and that's what they won. That championship trophy is theirs, property of the Houston Reapers. Wow, and Freddie Freeman taking center stage. He was incredible in this World Series. And Jake Myers there, look at his celebration. Mike Yastrzemski out there in right field, getting his first championship ring. And there it is, Dusty Baker, a manager here, finally getting a World Series trophy as he lifts it up. And then celebration, 2022 World Series champs. And it's their first, it's the second from the team that we've taken over, but their first World Series in this custom franchise belongs to Houston. Houston, a 3-1 series win in the divisional round, 4-1 in the LCS, and 4-1 in the World Series. We go to the awards, and guess what? It's Freddie Freeman. He is going to be the World Series MVP. And the playoff MVP is also going to go to Freddie Freeman. Okay. I think Freddie Freeman, I definitely deserved it for the World Series. Look at that, 500 average in the World Series and a homer and 5 ribbies. That is incredible. How about that? What a playoffs for Freddie Freeman and his second ring in, one in real life and one in this franchise now. And you certainly could have made the case for, it goes by average. I think that's the biggest thing in these awards for the CPU is what the averages are. That's kind of the most deciding factor. Freddie Freeman overall bet at 333 in the postseason. You certainly could have made a case for Rafael Devers for the Houston Reapers. He finished with the most homers and most RBIs for them. But I think Freddie Freeman was pretty deserving as well. But of course, nobody else could have won this award of the postseason MVP for the Stars and Kyle Schwarber. 358 average, 9 homers, and 25 ribbies. That is a record-breaking postseason for Kyle Schwarber. Absolutely incredible. So those are the awards for year 1 of the postseason. And we're going to look at the stats now. We're going to go